You good? Nah, she was alright. Yeah. But gee, surely there couldn't be anyone new, could there?
Based on their roster list, I would
Possibly.
Is the coach suiting up today?
Nah,
Gear?
I'm assuming the coach is in the grey hoodie, right?
They played last night, didn't they? Yeah, they played last night in Broady.
No, they played at home.
Oh, they played at home?
Yeah.
Oh. Jeez. That sucks.
And they would have left this morning at probably I don't know.
What is it, 3.5? Oh, good. All right, thank you.
I'm saying Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Round 7 of BigV action here at GSAC. We've got McKinnon taking on Warrnambool. 6v8 on the ladder, although it doesn't quite look like that on paper.
No, not at all. I mean, Warrnambool trailing in 8th, but they're one game 7. Only the one win for the year versus McKinnon, who's 4-4. So it goes to show the disparity between the bottom of the ladder and that middle ground.
Yeah, absolutely.
The bottom teams are well and truly on the bottom, and then it's real close everywhere else. So it'll be interesting to see how this McKinnon outfit can perform against this Warrnambool side, who are also coming off a double header.
Yeah, rough for Warrnambool playing at home last night and then having to travel all the way here this morning. They have a tough schedule no matter what happens, really, don't they?
Always got a feel for those countrysides. But they worked hard enough to get promoted out of Divi 1 in 2023 after winning the chip.
Yep.
Made their way to Champ Division, and they're fighting to keep that spot.
Yeah, I mean, they'd obviously want to be staying in Champ for as long as possible, so having that win on the board. Warrnambool haven't won a game yet. Wyndham won one game as well so far, so getting those wins here and there throughout the year will be very beneficial when it comes to that relegation period at the end of the year.
Most definitely. There's also pink around here today in support of Breast Cancer Network Australia. McKinnon is wearing their pink uniforms. There's a bake sale going on. Lots of McKinnon gear. We're both wearing our pink McKinnon shirt.
Our supporter shirt.
Limited edition. If you're in the stadium today, don't miss your opportunity.
Looks very good.
Yeah, and the McKinnon uniforms are great.
Yeah. If I could buy one, probably would.
Yeah, no doubt.
A pair of those shorts would be good to have in the wardrobe.
Yeah.
Never know when you need some pink shorts.
It's a very nice
pink. And the pattern on there as well. It's not just plain pink.
Yeah, you probably couldn't be able to tell behind the camera, but it's like, almost checkered.
I also, to be honest, don't mind Warrnambool's uniform either.
Yeah, no.
I've never come across a Warrnambool team in my life so far. This is the first time I'm seeing one face-to-face, and I don't mind the look of the uniform.
No, and I think, when we were playing junior basketball, junior rep, Warrnambool was never close to the divisions we were playing.
They're not a part of the junior league.
Oh, they're not?
No, they don't have junior teams in the VJBL.
Really?
They play in the country championships and all that, but they don't have teams in VJBL because it's that little bit probably too far for parents and younger kids. So here we go, underway. Tamara
Gear wins a tap in the hands of Alicia Lewis.
One of the best point guards this year, Alicia Lewis.
No doubt,
She's
especially
been
defensively.
Insane on both ends of the floor. Gear. Going to work early.
Hook, line and sinker.
Don't see too many buckets from Tamara Gear.
It's a bit of a usually like when she puts it up, it drops though.
Yeah, I do like to see it.
High field goal percentage user, but you don't see her put up too many, so it's good to see her get busy early.
Absolutely.
Good hand by Fitter there.
Only averaging 2.9 points for the year. And there's 2 already. Good rebounds. And again, wow. Way to stay at it.
Hot start.
Meg Carlin, well done.
Lewis comes the other way. Straight to the ring. Gear again.
Another 2 points for Gear. She's above her season average already. 55 seconds into the match.
Here comes Smith for Warrnambool.
Lytle touched the ground there.
Yeah.
Nice move. Looked like a very young team from Warrnambool.
Yeah.
But good hustle. And one. Lara Clark.
Strong finish. They're getting busy early.
Started well.
Hunting rebounds.
Just over a minute in, but I think that was their 3rd or 4th offensive rebound already. And they look good. I think they're going to be a spark type team. They'll go on little runs here and there.
Yeah, if they can just stay within arm's reach of this McKinnon side, we may see the upset of the year. Surprise Suckling gave that one up. That's usually her bread and butter.
She's usually shooting that.
Fitter tries her luck. No good.
Good strong rebound again from
Meg Carlin.
Meg Carlin. Didn't start last week. Don't know if she started last night, but you can hear Nathan Gear on the bench. He wants them to run. That was a bad one. Offensive rebound, Suckling goes to the line. Yeah, you can hear him on the bench. He's yelling at them to just run the floor and push the pace.
Yeah, very vocal. I mean, we've seen in previous weeks, McKinnon also have been torched on defensive transition.
Yeah.
It's probably been their weakest point for the season.
Yeah.
Especially in that Sherbrooke game where they came away with a win, which was huge, but they just pushed the pace and McKinnon could not keep up.
Yeah.
There was no transition defense.
Yeah, I mean, I spoke to someone from Sherbrooke, and they were saying that the McKinnon women's team is just their kryptonite.
Yeah, it's one of those things,
It looks like he's told me that every game so far, Sherbrooke have just been looking like they're in the driver's seat, except when they're versus McKinnon. They just haven't looked like beating them.
It's one of those things. It happens at every level.
Yeah.
There's just that team that they match up very well against you, and even though it should be a win, you just can never get across the board.
There we go.
Pushes the pace. Great take. Missed the layup though. Comes the other way to the hands of Sophie Smith. Sienna Stone. Gets her own board though.
Lytle.
McKinnon going to have to sort out this offensive rebounding pretty quickly.
Lytle leading the team in points and rebounds this year.
Yeah, leading the league in points.
Yeah, she's been on an absolute tear. And Gear to start this game is started very well. She's going to go to the line for 2 more.
Yeah, usually someone who just fills in the role of a defensive leader and an on-court coach.
Yeah, but she is.
Absolutely stepping up offensively so far in this game.
Yeah, you don't see it. I mean, she usually, and this is not to say that she can't do it, but she usually just doesn't need to.
Yeah, no, she usually facilitates.
She usually gets in the right spots and helps her teammates get open.
That's right.
Because when you've got Emily Lytle, Emily Suckling, Alicia Lewis all running the offense, she just gets in the right spots, sets those picks, gets everyone else open.
Yeah.
Obviously, this is a mismatch for her today, so she's taking advantage early.
You don't see that too often at this level. You don't see people breaking the line before the free throw has gone up. So that is interesting to see the violation there. Gear cannot make good though. 0-3 from the line.
That last one definitely went in, but that's all right.
Apologies.
Lewis out in front. Good
Easy
finish.
Way.
Warrnambool just need to succumb to this pressure a little bit.
We're a rush shot there. Lytle comes the other way.
Yeah, Warrnambool this year so far, their offensive rating is the worst in the league. But looking at their points in the paint, 61% of their points come from inside the paint. So they want to get in the key.
Yeah.
Suckling, don't let her get cooking early.
Bread and butter. I mean, she still leads the league in three-pointers made, and she leads the league convincingly.
Yeah. Timeout to Warrnambool.
She is the best shooter in the comp. And something about McKinnon this year in shooting threes, even in the nets.
Yeah, both sides.
Shaquille Maharaj leading the league as well. He's not actually leading in three-pointers made anymore, but he's still shooting the best clip as a volume shooter.
Yeah, it's unreal. He's shooting a clip that I did not expect him to be shooting this year. And Emily Suckling as well. I knew she was a shooter, but she is a proper shooter.
And we've touched on this a few times already this year, but she has really elevated her game to the next level.
Yeah, yeah. Before Emily Lytle kind of got going, she was by far leading this team.
Yeah, and she still is. She is. Still second option of her.
Second in points, averaging 18 points a game still. Yeah. So she's still... They're one of their best offensive players still.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Without her on the court, you don't have that spacing, you don't have that three-point shooter.
Yeah.
And she runs the floor, you see. A lot of the time when Alicia Lewis or Emily Lytle, whoever it is, tries to push the floor, Suckling's always the one down there on that fast break opportunity.
Yeah. And that's, you got to reward players who work hard for that.
That's what coaches always used to say. Yeah. Reward the people that run.
All right. Warrnambool remain unchanged, and so does McKinnon. Sticking with their 5 for the first 3 minutes 20.
We're only just over 3 minutes in. I feel like this game's gone for a while already. A few free throw attempts at both ends, so...
8-point lead now for McKinnon. Hot start. And they're putting on the half-court pressure, forcing a travel.
Fitter definitely thought she was about to get blown for a foul there, but ref saw it differently. see if McKinnon can get through a set here. They haven't really needed to go through a proper half-court set so far.
No. Oh.
And Lewis, and one. What a move.
What a finish.
This is what we wanted to see from her all year. Just get down into the key and get your buckets.
Well, you've seen what she's capable of, but it just feels like she's holding herself back from becoming an offensive weapon.
Yeah.
She just doesn't put up enough shots. She is clearly capable of creating her own opportunities, but we just haven't seen that from her yet. Yeah. So I hope this is going to start a pattern where she takes the ball of the rack.
Yeah, she's averaging 10 points, 6.5 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 steals a game. Like, she's absolutely stat padding.
Yeah.
But on the offensive end, she could be averaging a lot more points if she wanted to.
Oh, she's a 20-point per game player. She just needs to put up that kind of volume of shots.
Lytle. Long rebound. She's going to get it too.
Way to chase it.
Bad luck.
Like the hustle, though.
Speaking of Alicia Lewis, we met Lisa. Alicia Lewis's mum the other week.
We did. Came down from the States.
From Pennsylvania.
Shout out Philly.
Yeah. You kind of forget sometimes that a lot of these imports are actually living away from all their family and they're nowhere near. But she was a lovely woman.
Very much so.
And dedication to come over here for about a week and a half, 2 weeks.
Yeah,
she was over
watch your daughter play
with
some
Alicia.
hoops. Oh, great move. Unlucky in the finish there, Sienna Stone.
And she agreed with us. She said Alicia needs to get some more buckets.
Yeah.
Good move.
Great take by Suckling.
Lead's already up to 11 points and we're 4.5 minutes in.
Yeah, Warrnambool needs it. They just can't. That's too easy. Allowing just a layup like that without really any contest. Great take.
Oh, just got caught there. Looks like she pulled up a bit properly, Alicia Lewis. Warrnambool just need to get through a bit of a set, I think.
Yeah.
Just pull it out, get through some movement. There you go. Nice cut. Lovely cut, lovely pass.
Knocks it down for 2. Up to 4 for her now.
That's what you want to see. Just slow it down, get some good looks.
Lytle just burns.
And the defensive end as well. They need to sort that out.
They've got to sort out that. They're struggling to stay in front of the defenders right now.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, it's hard to play defense against McKinnon as a team because they've got so many offensive weapons, and if you try and drop into a zone, you change your defense, you're going to get burnt either way. So it's really, how do you want to get scored on?
Yeah, well, that's exactly right. But I think you can't be giving Emily Lytle that opportunity. I think if there's anyone you don't want to have the opportunity to go to the ring, it's Emily Lytle.
Yeah. Some changes. McKinnon, Keane, Price and Birch coming on for Warrnambool.
Unchanged.
Stone? No, we had a sub. Sienna Stone came on. Good cut again. That's what they need. Just a bit of movement. Lytle again. Gee, how many rebounds she got? That's her 5th already.
Do we think that Sienna Stone and Maddie Stone are sisters?
Well, there's a lot of last names that are the same on this list, so we could be...
The McLarens as well.
Lara Clark, Madeline Clark. There's
there is a
Lucy
lot.
McLaren, Molly McLaren. Could be a lot of siblings on this squad. Well, it makes it a bit easier for your road trips.
Great hustle there by Price. Just unlucky not to keep that pass in the court, but she hustled to save that rebound. Can Sophie Smith get going here for Warrnambool? I would like to see them get through a whole set here. And it looks like they're going to try. They've got their 2 bigs on the elbows right now. Little pin down action.
That's it. Get through your offense. Got 10 seconds still. Double picks.
Lara Clark, who leads scoring for the side.
Good move.
Busy.
There you go. Well done. Good move there from Clark. Good patience as well.
It's a settler. That's
what you need.
You get through your set, and you get the good look, and you finish. You
got 24 seconds to get a bucket. Good defense there as well. Oh, and the foul called on Sienna Stone.
Daisy Noosis checks in.
Yeah, Noosis.
She had a huge game last week. Although they took the loss to Bellarine, But she had 16 points and 5 rebounds across 22 minutes. She led
Yeah.
off scoring for McKinnon.
She's going to be a freak.
A lot of upside there.
I mean, she already is.
Yeah,
But-
and she's one of the youngest in the team.
Still plays under 18s. She's going to be... Look, I'm assuming if she wants to go to college, she'll very easily go to college. Div 1 somewhere, I'd assume. But again, a lot of Aussies would rather stay home and play in their senior teams than go to college. Jump ball.
Great team defense there. Just putting enough pressure on them to force.
As soon as they step over half court, they're just getting trapped.
Yeah.
They just got to try and keep the ball moving, keep the ball alive, and again, just try and get through your sets.
Back in McLaren's hand.
Smith running the offense. Good cut again.
Whoa.
Bad luck. Going to be
Yeah.
a foul call. Bit of a jersey tug for Noosis. Block.
She definitely was in the... She got in her way, but...
I mean, you do have to... Actually, I can't even remember. I used to ref, and I can't even remember what the rule was, but you got to give some leeway to how much room you give someone to move.
Yeah.
So she's obviously just not let her move at all, I'd assume. That'll go the other way. 2 jump balls in about a minute. I do like Warrnambool have been pretty physical early, which is good. You kind of have
Sending
to
a
be,
message.
you have to be physical when you come into games like this. Show some physicality early. Let them know you're here.
Lee
Can't
Birch.
sag on Birch.
Count
Can't
it.
sag. You've got to put your hand up there.
Down it. As soon as she saw the Warrnambool defender sag off her, she was always going to shoot that one.
You sag off. You swag off.
Really good, mate.
Chris move. The OG. Good move.
Stone goes
Light,
inside.
and Lytle just rotates to the perfect spot.
Stone to Stone.
Yeah, that's going to be a bit confusing. A lot of the same last names. Yep. Oh, yeah.
Got in the hole, though.
Probably stiff a little bit.
It was a good read.
Yeah.
Great read. You get in space, get in the hole, make the easy steal.
Foul called though. Meg
And win the
Cooper.
bonus.
Meg Cooper checks in. Lytle sits down.
First time seeing Meg Cooper play.
Yeah, we haven't seen her. She's played a couple games so far, but we have not seen her on the home court yet.
Apparently a old Knox junior.
Yeah. From
Raider
our stopping
Nation.
grounds. I'm pretty sure. No, I'm not pretty sure. I'm actually almost positive.
Almost positive.
I'm 95% sure she played at Knox. She's still under 18s as well, playing in that VGBL team.
That's very promising for this.
She's a country girl though. Played for Vic Country, so Noosis and Cooper played against each other in the under 18s national championship. But Vic Metro got the job done there.
Lee Birch, smart play there. Was beaten first to the bowl, but just taps it out of her hand off her leg. Heads up play. Comes through Keane now. 2 to play in the first quarter.
Good action.
Oh,
Good move.
great take.
Just rims out.
Unlucky
And
there.
that'll go Warrnambool's way. Good take there from Noosa. Strong first step. When you got a quick first step like that, gee, it's hard to guard.
Yeah, you just
You
burn
can't-
defenders.
you can't do much with it.
Many players have made a living off just having that explosive first step.
Yeah.
As soon as you have beat your defender in that regard, they're on the back foot. There's so little they can do except for fouling you.
Oh, wow.
Fabulous
What a
finish
finish.
there. Lara Clark.
I did not think that was going to go anywhere near the rim, and it was nothing but net.
Noosis.
Long rebound for Birch. Get out. Cooper.
Quick trigger 3.
Boom.
Bang.
There we go. Another shooter to add to the list for McKinnon.
Yeah, one more.
Gee,
Doesn't hurt.
They don't need any more, but gee, they got another one apparently. Out of
Yeah,
bounds.
great defense.
Obviously, we have a different angle over here, but it did look like that there was some hip checking going on, but she was obviously out of bounds first.
Something that I was very fond on back in the day. The old hip check.
You loved a good bump. Oh, good play. Great work. Great work from Sienna Stone. Got a hand in there.
Yeah, recovered.
Probably stopped an easy 2 points there. And here we go. Baseline plays. How do they work?
Yeah.
Oh,
It almost
Birch
did.
was there. Birch was wide open too. Keen.
Counter
Oh,
for
wow.
3. This McKinnon side is rolling early.
I got no idea what happened. Bit of biff maybe. Don't mind it.
Yeah, but a chat never hurts.
Let them play. Let them play.
4 of 9 from deep in the first quarter here. That's a very good sign. Oh,
Oh, that was...
I like the pass,
Yeah,
mate.
it was a good... Oh, look at the speed on it.
Jeez. And
Wow.
she
That-
is tall as well.
Yeah.
To be moving like that.
And just quietly, it looked like a normal fast break layup, but you're going at that pace and she's gone right foot, right hand finish.
Yeah.
That's...
Hardest shot in basketball.
That is a tough...
Hardest shot.
When you're running full speed to do that, that's insane.
Almost all professional players will contest that the hardest shot in basketball is a fast court, fast break, full pelt layup. If you don't slow yourself down, there's absolutely no scenario where you make that layup.
And she's done it off one step on the
Yeah.
wrong foot.
Yeah, that's very impressive.
Good take.
2 early fouls, though, for
Yeah.
Nurses. So
Yeah.
she needs to be careful here. She cannot pick up a third before halftime.
Yeah, I mean, geez, it's 22 points already. We know McKinnon, 4th in points per game. Warrnambool, second last in points allowed. They allow 85 points a game. So, but if it keeps going like this, it's going to be a lot more than that. So they need to rein it in a little bit.
Yep.
Just try and slow the scoring next quarter before half time. And
This season for Warrnambool, I think, is going to be a learning opportunity.
yeah,
These girls are young. This is
Yeah.
a young side to be playing champs women. So, and they'll come a long way, no doubt.
Cooper again. That's off. Long
Bit left.
rebound.
Chased down well by Noosis. Romy Price just slips out of her fingertips. First quarter, that's a wrap. 34-13. Warrnambool trail McKinnon.
It's probably not unexpected, but
Oh, you'd be.
I think for Warrnambool, defensively, McKinnon are hard to guard around everywhere on the court. They're a very difficult team to guard because they can beat you in so many ways. On the offensive end for them, they're moving around, they're cutting, they're making the right plays. It's just then the passes aren't quite getting through. They've got 6 turnovers already, and they average the most turnovers in the league. They average 23 per game.
Yeah.
So when you average that many turnovers, that's 23 less shots you're even taking. So if they can try and just not turn the ball over as much, especially in this second quarter, at least get some looks, get some more points on the board, try and lock down defensively, I think they can keep it within this 20-point range.
Yeah, and if you look at, field goal-wise, McKinnon had the 20 shots, Warrnambool was 17, so it's not...
Yeah.
They're getting looks.
Yeah.
It's just they're not making... And McKinnon, credit to them, is just making shots right now. And also, 10 of 11 from the free throw line through the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't be letting teams shoot 11 free throws in a quarter. That's heaps.
And it's just credit that... And McKinnon's capitalising on it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's they need to watch their fouls, especially if they're going to foul going inside.
Yeah.
Defensively is definitely they're on the back foot right now. They need to sort that out. Offensively, they're getting looks. They're not making them all. But if they can just try and stop this firing power of McKinnon.
Yeah, absolutely.
How you do that is the question. That's a big question mark. But, that's going to be the difference maker here. And that's the thing that they need to work on the most, is just figuring out how to stop teams who have so many offensive threats.
Yeah. And it looks like Warrnambool going to run with a pretty similar lineup. Grace Taylor in. Here we go.
Smith inbounds to Stone. Little handoff action there to Carlin.
Good drive. Just fumbled it out of bounds, but it's going to be their ball. 17 seconds still. So they've got heaps of time left on the shot clock. They can pull it out, get another offensive play.
We'll see a little bit of Warrnambool's baseline set now.
Jar.
Nah, that wasn't.
That was a jar.
I don't know.
I'm sorry, that was a jar. Simmons on as well for McKinnon. First time we've seen her tonight. Good play.
I like it.
Great work. Great movement. Houdini-like with the movement there.
Yeah, doesn't like a little up pick there.
Did not mind that at all.
That's a new take on the old box inbound.
Another one.
Yeah, wow. I need some water. Raspy.
Meg Carlin at the line. Knocks down the first. Misses the second long rebound. Suckling. Gear still yelling at his players to just run the floor. Looks like Warrnambool dropped into a bit of a zone here. And Fitter's wide open. Gear in the right spot. Suckling. Well, it's always going to happen.
It is always going to happen.
It's going to happen.
And that one didn't even. That one, it honestly looked like she had some side spin on the ball.
Yeah, that didn't look like a normal stroke, to be honest. What are they called there?
It's called a travel.
Called a travel.
Yeah.
I don't think. I'm not saying it wasn't a travel, but I think that was actually called. I think it was called. I think it was called before she actually travelled. Though
Yeah.
she did travel, but I think it was called before she actually travelled it.
Oh, Suckling thought about it. She's
She
going to
did.
go again.
Oh, that's a good head check. Oh, and just hustle from Simmons, and again,
Well done. Fitter
Carlin.
unlucky not to make it count though.
Bettering. Nice finish. A little bit of a floater game from Grace Taylor.
Gets her first points for the day. See what she can do off the bench for this Warrnambool side.
They just got to keep talking, keep moving on in this zone.
That's right.
Because McKinnon will.
And that's
Great,
the
there you go,
defense I
perfect,
like.
great work.
Yeah, they want to force that baseline pass.
Yeah.
That's just easy pickings.
Yeah, I mean, that baseline push pass, especially on your left side like that when you're right-handed, very difficult pass.
Very. And that's where
You can't let that happen, though.
Fitter just can't make
Yeah,
good.
if they capitalise on those three-pointers in this zone, it's going to blow out even more.
It's going to spiral out of control.
They really need to just get a hand, contest, box out, go the other way, get some points.
Suckling to inbound here for McKinnon. I'm expecting a bit of a 1-2 action. I think she's going to pop straight to the corner.
Well, Warrnambool just had 4 players all in the key on that inbound, so they were just clogging it up. She's got 15.
She's got 15.
She's got 15 points already.
I mean, you just have to be reading the scouting report. You know what she's capable of on the arc.
Yeah,
you cannot be giving her a look that good.
When you're playing in a zone, defense, you can be a bit lenient with getting to shooters.
Yeah.
But she's one that you can't.
Hard close out.
Like if you're looking at everyone on the floor, Fitter, yep, she can shoot the ball. Lewis will shoot it. Simmons, not sure what her three-point game's really like.
I've barely seen it.
Gear's not going to shoot. There's one person on the floor that'll kill you right now.
Yeah.
And it's the girl that's been open almost every possession from the three-point line.
You cannot allow her to be doing that to you.
Taylor, floater game again. Just misses. Good rebound from Suckling. Good hustle. Good pressure up the floor as well. That's what you need to do. Slow them up so they can't get those fast break points.
Easy floater there for Suckling, who is just getting very busy early here. 17 points through 13 minutes of play.
And look.
She's out again.
19.
Keep her on. I want to see a 50 bomb.
Keep her going. Well, this is the thing. Nathan Gear rotates his bench that often that...
Yeah, this McKinnon sees
like
this deep.
The starters will play still 20, 25 minutes, even in blowouts, because everyone gets on the court. Suckling again. Still in the zone.
Good extra.
Lewis. Bang.
They can do no
There
wrong
we go.
right now.
Yeah, this quarter has just started hot. Hot from McKinnon.
McKinnon have really put their foot down. We're at a 31-point lead now. Very early in the second quarter still. And I'm glad Alicia Lewis put that up.
Yeah, she needs to.
She has a habit of passing it off. So it's good to see that her capitalise on a situation where she's wide open.
Oh, wow. That was like a netball type shot from Gear. Need to get through some offense here. Get through some sets, Warrnambool.
I like the inside pass.
Just rims out.
Unlucky.
They do that really well, though. They
do.
get so many cuts inside the paint.
Their 1-2 action has been...
There's some Glad wrap on the ring for them at the moment.
Yeah. Great inside pass there from Simmons to Fitter, but...
This quarter has just... And as Gear just told Lewis, just slow it down.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fitter wide.
Yeah, she's drained it.
There's a timeout we were expecting. They
Warrnambool.
needed that.
Yeah, it's just been that four-minute patch there for Warrnambool was just not up to what the standards they were hoping to start that quarter. But I mean, what can you do when you've got McKinnon, who probably, what are we, 4 minutes in, they've probably missed maybe 2 shots.
Yeah.
They just, if they get open looks, they are hitting them.
Yeah.
They are hitting. That's why the zone defense against McKinnon is so
I think
iffy.
they need to come out of it. McKinnon's not missing their shots. They're shooting 47% from deep right now, 8 of 17.
Well, I think that last 3 that Fitter just hit in the corner, that was a pure just lack of communication.
Yeah.
I think in the zone, and if you're going to play a zone, you've got to be locked in straight away into the shot clock, because otherwise you're going to have that happen. You're going to have the corners wide open. You're going to have driving lanes everywhere.
Yeah. And there's not much chatter out there.
No.
This is where your bigs who are propping themselves on the baseline need to be talking to everyone.
Yeah.
And someone who does that exceptionally well is Tamara Gear.
Yeah.
When McKinnon drops into a zone, or any offense for that matter,
She's all you can hear.
she's all you can hear. She's an on-court coach. She's always verbal, and she's letting her players know
Yeah.
where the offensive players are, so they can make quick rotations. And Warrnambool is just lacking in that regard. They need someone to get the chatter up, or they're just going to keep getting burned, and the miscommunications are going to lead to easy threes, like we just saw.
Yeah. Lytle, Thorley and Price coming in for McKinnon. And it looks like Sophie Smith finally gets her first breather for Warrnambool.
Lucy McLaren as well going to check in.
Lucy McLaren, Molly McLaren. Grace Taylor still in. Lara Clark in. And Meg Carlin still in.
Oh,
Good pressure.
Simmons.
Oh, close to 8 second shot clock. What am I saying? 8 second violation almost. Just got it over on the 16-second mark there.
Yeah, great pressure though from Madison Simmons.
I think the easiest way for Warrnambool here to get the ball up the floor to get into their sets, you just got to early kicks.
Yeah, kick it ahead early.
Get your guards and wings to run the floor, get early kick aheads, and then you play out of it from the wings. And that's just pure pressure there.
Yeah.
Thorley, her first minutes, still got to Simmons. Oh, and she's got it back.
Worked hard to find them.
Long rebound, foul.
But a bit unlucky there. You like the hustle though.
Wow, I'm liking that Simmons, Lytle and Thorley are all rocking the pink shoes for pink round.
They are too.
Surely they're in the rotation already. There's no way you've got pink shoes just for a pink round.
Perhaps
Maybe.
sponsor? Gifted? You never know.
Possibly.
Oh, good inside pass. They do that very well.
Yeah, they cut
1-2
hard.
actually, yeah,
they cut hard. It's just I think knowing when to dish that pass off.
Yeah.
Because every pass they've got, it's there, but McKinnon just getting their hands in there.
Yeah.
But even so, you have someone cut that hard through, the defense collapses anyway.
Yeah.
There we go. 3-ball. McKinnon. Is that
Bang.
the first three of the day for him?
I only put up 2.
Yeah. Well, as I said, 61% of their points come from inside the paint.
Yeah. It's just such a rarity to see at this level.
They don't shoot the 3-ball very often. And Suckling again.
The polar opposite to the two teams.
Yeah.
One team who loves a 3-point run, the other who tries to get away from it.
Yeah.
But I think that's going to have to be harsh reality that Warrnambool needs
There
to
you
come
go.
to.
Great pass and great finish.
Charge.
No. No, it's now 1, isn't it?
McLaren a bit unlucky there.
Now he's counted the points.
Oh, yeah, he's
and
counted
called
the points.
the push after.
After. Okay.
Which, I mean, sure. It's a win-win for both teams.
See.
You get 2 points and they get the ball back without an M1, but...
I like the take, though. It's aggressive.
It was, again, great cut.
Yeah.
And it was open. That was one of the cleaner cuts and passes they've had, and they converted with it. So it shows that it works.
Timeout McKinnon. Well, we're out to a 32-point lead here to McKinnon. 4 minutes still to play in the second quarter. McKinnon's on track for a huge scoring night.
Yeah. I hope Suckling keeps playing.
Yeah?
Please don't bench her.
22 points before halftime.
She could easily go for 40. The way she's playing.
She can do no wrong. And 5 rebounds to go with it as well.
Yeah. Not usually a rebounder on this team,
No,
really.
not at all.
They're a good rebounding team. Actually, I take that back. These are the 2 worst rebounding teams in the league.
Really? McKinnon down the bottom.
McKinnon 9th, Warrnambool 10th.
Well, there you go.
The bottom 2 total rebounding teams. And I guess for McKinnon, that could be because, I don't know.
Yeah.
They probably don't have as many offensive rebounds. Today they've got, what, 8? But usually, when they're making shots, you're not going to get as many offensive rebounds down the other end. And to be honest, the guards and the wings for McKinnon are stacked, but you've got Tamara Gear and Romy Price that just tag team all game.
Yeah.
Like, they don't have...
Relatively undersized.
Yeah, they don't have a pure just, great play.
Great look.
Wow. Well, when you've got Price as a centre making dimes like that from the top, that's why you probably don't need an extra one.
And I still haven't forgot her dagger from 3.
The clutch dagger.
That was
probably the first shot she'd put up in front. Oh, good D. That was a hard hit, though.
Nooses again. She's just
She's
a rocket
quick
on the break. See, I would have liked to see McLaren go there.
Yeah,
Wheel and
slowed it
go.
up.
Go at Price again. It was a one-on-one.
God. Even just then, Noosis on the defensive end, her wingspan is enormous.
Yeah.
I think she was born to play basketball.
Yeah,
Her build.
certainly suits it.
Great
inside
pass.
pass too.
Oh, just misses light. Looks like she... might-
Surprised she went for the reverse there.
Yeah, I mean, a reverse isn't a bad option. Get that extra protection from getting
Yeah.
blocked, but... Here we go. Warrnambool going to get through a bit of an offensive set here.
3 to play. Price. Read it better.
Almost lost it.
Noosa swoops in and kicks the ball ahead to Birch.
Straight up.
Easy lay.
Finishes over the top.
I think this is Warrnambool needs to manage the damage, get to the half, and reset.
Yeah. I think you're right. This, we knew it was going to be tough for them from the start. Obviously, you kind of want to be competitive in every game for as long as you can be.
Of course.
But I think this shows just how vastly different this league is.
Yeah.
You got McKinnon, who are 6th on the ladder. Warrnambool are only 2 spots below them, as we said at the start of the game.
Yeah.
And Hume City, who are in between those two, gave McKinnon a bit of a run.
Yeah.
So these Warrnambool, Warrandyte and Wyndham, all the W's, wow, in the Women's League are all just that extra step behind, I think, this year.
Yeah, there is a large disparity just between the top 7 and the bottom 3.
Well, I think we see in the youth league divisions now, they do just out of bounds there. They do a qualification series before the season starts. Because the teams change so much from one season to another. When you have one team who wins a chip goes up, one that gets relegated goes down, you got 10 other teams in the comp that are completely different. You don't know what they're like. So they do a qualification series so at the start of the year, you know where each team should really be placed. Yeah. And that doesn't happen with the senior sides.
No.
So when you only have one team going down, one team coming up, it is a bit of a... There we go. Deep 2, though. Good shot. Nothing but net.
Madeline Clark.
First minutes. Didn't even see her come on.
And I feel like this Warrnambool side has brought in a lot of young junior girls.
Yeah.
Like 16, 17-year-olds.
Well, I think as we spoke about at the start, they don't play VJBL.
Yeah.
So this is kind of like, this is their basketball. This is what they play.
Yeah.
Because it is a young crew. They clearly, I won't say clearly, but I'm almost positive that they don't get imports in.
Yep.
They just play locals. And they play their young talent.
Yeah, and look, it builds a future.
Yeah.
If they can hang on to these girls for the years, you're going to look at Bulleen. Another very young team, no imports.
Yeah.
All the girls would be under 22 years of age. But wow, the chemistry.
They play well. Yeah.
They know each other so well. The chemistry was off the charts.
Yeah.
And they look like one of the best teams in the comp.
Yeah. Yeah, well, they just lost the championship last year, Bulleen, by a point, and this year their team's very similar, and they are. In terms of the whole league, they're a very young team still.
Yeah.
Definitely not as young as this Warrnambool side, but
no.
That's what they can really strive for in the future.
Yeah, and you can just tell that those Bulleen girls have played together for a long time.
Yeah.
And if Warrnambool can just hang on to these girls, build around them over the years, you're going to have a well-oiled machine who just know where each other are going to be on the floor.
Yeah, absolutely. And it'll be exciting.
Yeah, that's what the future holds.
I'd have to assume down in Warrnambool they'd have a pretty big following as well for their senior sides, being the only basketball down there.
Yeah.
Especially when you're playing in such a high division, you'd think that the town and the city would get around them.
Yeah. You remember the McGorms?
Yeah, they're down there.
Yeah. Harry's playing senior men's.
He was in Team of the Week the other week, I saw.
Yeah, no, he's cooking by the looks of it.
How old's he now? He'd be 18.
He'd be Kyle's age.
20?
20.
Wow.
Yeah, he was the same age group as Kyle, so yes.
He could shoot the lights out as a 12-year-old, so I'd have to assume.
He could.
I can imagine he's probably shooting an absolute clip right now.
No doubt. Minute to play here in this first half, 61-25. McKinnon lead. McKinnon in the pink today for pink round for Breast Cancer Network Australia.
Good rebound there. Just fell into her lap.
Yeah, Lara kicking herself for a miss there. Madeline Clark hesitates in the 3 there. Shows her confidence though. She looked at it.
That's what you got to do. Oh, that's a great lead pass. Threw it to exactly where she wanted her to go. Noosis, Jets are on.
1 on 3 and she still comes
Jets
away with the
are
layup.
on. What's she got? She's got 8 points now. And I reckon all 8 of them are just about from fast breaks like that.
Yeah, but Warrnambool there.
Oh, there you go. Push the pace. Easy 2 points.
You take it.
Lara Clark.
Back to that Noosis layup though. It was a 1 on 3. You can't let
she
Daisy Nurses
slices,
come in and just
slices through the defense.
Warrnambool have, at the very least, got to hit her.
Nice reverse layout from Lytle, who's been quiet for her standards. She's got 8 and 5, so...
When Suckling's torching with 22 points in the first half.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't... Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Lytle, leading league in scoring, has got 8 at half-time, and they've got a 38-point lead still. It's pretty insane how much depth they've really got. So, I think they just Warrnambool reset at the half, come out and just try some new stuff.
Yeah, come in with a new structure. Take some risks.
Because I guess these games now, you can probably put them to bed already. But if they try stuff now, especially when they come up against the teams like Wyndham and Warrnambool and all that, they have chances to win. That's where you try stuff now, and when you get there, you've got it locked in. You know what you're doing. So that's what they need to do, I think.
I'd love to see some chatter as well. Just a bit of energy.
Yeah,
they're
loud.
flat.
Absolutely.
Very flat, and that's not what you want to be bringing in, especially to these away games. They've come such a long way.
Yeah.
Let's put it on the line, you know.
Yeah.
Forget the score. Play hard every possession. Work hard for your looks. Work hard on defense and talk to each other.
Yes, absolutely. All right. We'll be back for the second half very shortly.
Welcome back to our second half action, round 7.
Straight
BigV
into
champ
it.
women's. McKinnon plays Warrnambool, 65-27, McKinnon's favour.
Looks like starters on for both sides. Start the second half. Suckling just rims out. She's going to be dangerous if she keeps going. 22 points in the first half.
Yeah, and she's had that look a lot today. That little
Yeah,
short.
she has that floater.
That
right
short
from
floater.
from the charge circle. That was a soft whistle.
Yeah, I didn't even hear the
I
whistle.
did not hear the whistle then. Oh,
Who's on the line?
I think it's Fitter.
Fit it to the line.
Yep. Solid drive, baseline drive. She'll go to the line. 2 shots. The free throws. There you go. See, look at that. 10 of 11 for McKinnon. They didn't shoot any free throws that second quarter.
That was all in the first quarter.
Yeah. So, but I mean, they didn't shoot any free throws, but gee, they shot the Mickey out of it.
Yeah, I would love to see the second quarter stats because that was a phenomenal run there.
Yeah.
They played an incredible quarter of basketball, and Warrnambool just...
I'll be intrigued to see what Nathan Gear does for this second half, whether he... Because we know that he never really takes his foot off the throttle, ever.
No. And so he shouldn't.
No. Like, yeah, this is a young Warrnambool team. They've come far. They're struggling a little bit in terms of the season.
Yeah.
But, again, it's championship women's basketball.
That's it.
You just put the throttle down no matter what's happening.
This is high-level basketball. Honestly, it'd be disrespectful to just take your foot off and take the mickey for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
So it's...
Well, Warrnambool aren't going to.
No, not
They've
at all.
come out, starters on. I'm sure they've spoken about what they're going to change this second half. And I think the main thing's going to be just slowing the scoring down.
Yeah. Meg Cullen makes good at the line.
Oh, that ball had to be close to the sideline there.
Very.
Wow.
Goes to show her control.
Lewis, double penetration, Lytle. Haven't seen much of that today, but there you go.
haven't seen the duo.
She's still got that duo going.
I think that'll be one spoken about by the end of the year as the dynamic duo of this McKinnon Cougars team.
Yeah, I
Lewis
mean,
Lytle connection.
Every time we've watched them play, they've just been, like, the team has been so good. 4-4 for the year doesn't seem right for them.
No, it doesn't.
They're a better team than 50% win rate.
And a few games that they just should have won.
Yeah.
And they've knocked off Sherbrooke twice, who's arguably the best team in the comp.
Yeah, twice. They lost to Bulleen, was iffy.
Great game, though.
It was a good game. Fitter just knocked down that 3. Didn't see it, though,
shot.
because we had 3 tall men standing in our view.
McLaren's got the rock in the corner. Hits Stone on the elbow.
Carlin. She's had a lot of the offense go through her today.
But Gear's just an immovable object. Can't do anything to get around her. So
Yeah, she's so strong.
Carlin's got to force up a little hook shot and unfortunately misses it all.
Lytle, that looks good. Just short. Long rebound. McKinnon ball. Oh, the refs changing it up on each other. I didn't think anyone touched it, so I think it's the right call, but...
Jeez, that used to be the most frustrating thing in basketball when the refs go against one another.
Well, not for us. I'd be pretty annoyed if my partner overruled me. Lewis goes to work.
Great take. What a finish.
Great finish from Lewis.
Gee, she's crafty around the ring.
She actually rarely misses when she gets in the key like that. She's so good finishing around the rim.
And just her ability to put the backspin on the ball just sort of lands in the perfect place.
Ooh, foul call on the 3. Just got in her landing zone a little bit there, Lewis. Molly McLaren going to go to the line for 3. Don't see that too often.
No, you don't.
Just misses the first, rims out.
want to see a bit of offence run for Suckling, I think. I know that's selfish of me to say, but I want to see the 40 bomb.
For your own benefit.
For my own benefit.
Hasn't scored yet this quarter. What are we, 2.5 minutes in?
She's just been on a tear all game.
Yeah.
And as someone who's just, a spectator, God, you'd love to see her have 40.
Yeah. Yeah, you always want someone to have that big game.
He'll step back off the backboard potentially.
Don't see her jack too many shots like that, do you?
No.
Step backs off the... She does love a shot off the dribble, but not usually from that distance.
And what she's usually doing, we haven't seen too much of tonight, which is just head down, go to the ring, and go through anyone in her path.
Well, again, I'm not even saying she's had a quiet night or anything. She just hasn't actually needed to.
Yeah.
They've had so many looks elsewhere that she hasn't had to, because a lot of her... Especially against Bulleen that week, the other week here, all of the points she scored were late in the shot clock, just drives head down to the ring. And just good defensive step from McKinnon.
Great team defense.
Here we go. Rims out.
Unlucky.
Good rebound from Fitter. She's fallen. I think she's okay. Bit of an awkward fall though.
She's a little bit sore. Slow to get up, but she seems okay.
Yeah, she's going to go off.
They're going to sub her off. Better to be safe.
Yeah.
Not worth the risk in her.
Birch will come on. And Noosus. Noosus on for Suckling. Here we go. Well, the scoring has slowed down a little bit, I'd say, just in general for both teams. We haven't had a whole lot of buckets this start of this second half.
Bulls hits a deck. No foul call. Comes the other way now. Sophie Smith pushes the pace, kicks it up.
Good take. Couldn't finish, though.
Carlin is struggling to finish tonight. She's got the 7 points, though, but only 25% from the field.
Shoot it. Oh, Lewis, shoot that 3. Wow. Okay. That's insane.
That pump fake was perfect.
We know she loves a little floater game, but when you're doing that pretty much from the 3-point line, that's insane. That's almost a bad shot.
Yeah.
But she makes it look easy.
Many people would argue that's a bad shot.
Not for her. Not for her at all. I'd honestly let her shoot like that from the 3-point line.
Yeah.
Because she's so accurate with them from anywhere on the court. Charge. Going to go the other way.
That is always a risk when Emily Lytle is so aggressive at pursuing the ring, but you don't take that away from her, though.
It's what you got to do on the defensive end, though. You got to just stand your ground and take it. You got to take it straight down the middle of the body, take a charge.
That's exactly right. That's how you
stop her, get her in foul trouble.
Counter Emily Lytle, who is a hard person to counter. You just got to put your body in the line.
Sophie Smith has just been running the point practically all game. I think she's only got a couple-minute rest there. Oh, what a finish.
Wow.
Whoa.
I mean, it was...
Lara Clark.
Oh, it's great defense from McKinnon, and Lara Clark just throws a Hail Mary and makes it count.
Incredible finish. She's leading Warrnambool scoring this year. Only 12 points a game, though. It's
low.
It's low, but I think... excuse me. I mean, when you're averaging 54 points a game as a team, you're not going to have a massive scorer.
No, I mean, she's scoring 20% of the points.
Yeah.
At 11 points a game.
But, I mean, I think if you're averaging 54 points, having someone if you had someone that was averaging 20 points a game, it's even easier to stop.
Yeah, because then
you stop one player, then you're not scoring.
Yeah, that's half your team scoring.
Whereas at least today, a lot of different players get looks and put shots up, which is good. You don't want to rely on one person. Oh,
on
great!
cue, McLaren bangs at home.
Here we go. Get some scoring going.
She's up to 11 for the game now.
That's what we want to see. Keep fighting. Keep fighting.
That's right, exactly right. Forget the scoreboard.
Birch, we know she can shoot. Rims out. Oh. I tell you what, Sienna Stone uses her body a lot around the court.
She does.
And I like it. I like the physicality.
Alicia Lewis
causing chaos on defence, as she does.
And forces the turnover.
What's she got? 8.7 assists, 3 steals. Unreal.
If you can't even measure her impact on defence. It's block. No. Not blocked. Thrown out of bounds.
No foul.
No foul, no block.
No block, apparently.
And tipped off the inbound, though, by Burge.
Smith just gets in there.
Great hands.
Nooses. Here we go.
The one-on-one. Her and McLaren.
Good defense. That's good defense.
Yeah, that is good D. Straight
just
up.
Get there and put some pressure on. That's what you need to do. Because, she's up and she goes again. And there you go. As soon as she gets on your hip, she's getting a layup.
I know we've said it 4 or 5 times already. Wow, she's quick.
Yeah.
Just at that size, she shouldn't be. It seems unfair.
Good D there from Cooper.
McKinnon can do no wrong right now. They are seriously punishing this Warrnambool side.
Good D. Strong finish from Price.
How's that? What can you can't do anything better. That's fantastic defense. Just better offense.
Oh, good one too there. Just couldn't get the pass through.
They're on the same page, those two. I mean, we've seen that quite a few times tonight. The Sienna Stone to Meg Carlin. But, yeah, it's just little fumbles and pressure from McKinnon where they can't get the look they're looking for.
Yeah.
But they absolutely are on the same page. And it is open.
Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
Nooses.
Wow.
She has really stepped up.
That was contested. That's what I mean. I swear half the shots she puts up are not good shots.
Yeah.
But, geez, she shoots a high clip from everywhere on the court. Travel up the top.
At the start of this year, McKinnon, for most of the games this year, McKinnon didn't have Nooses. And now they've just added her to this side.
Yeah, we knew that her and Cooper were going to come into the side once they were done with their Vic stuff.
Yeah.
But I didn't actually think either of them were impacting the team this much.
Yeah. But Nooses looks just a bit. She looks... Ooh.
Keane, she hurt her ankle the other week as well. Missed a bit of...
There.
Oh, my
goodness. Going straight to the bench.
Yeah, she missed a few weeks with an ankle injury not too long ago. And so hopefully it's not the same thing. Just foul. Foul so she can come off.
Hasn't...
Just foul so she can come off. Well, don't foul now. Oh, nope. Nooses just says I'll get a block instead. Oh.
Very surprised the refs didn't stop the game there.
Nooses just chirped a little bit there to McLaren on the way past.
Flop warning.
Wow. I didn't see what happened under the ring there. I just saw Nooses on the floor and Alicia Lewis was on the bench getting very up and about, animated. But Nooses just went straight over to McLaren and just had a little chirp in her ear as she walked past.
Love to see it.
We love a bit of biffo.
Love to see it. A bit of chatter never hurts.
Yeah.
As long as it's just that, a bit of chatter.
Bit of chatter, getting each other's heads. I like it. And you don't see it from young players too often like that.
Yeah.
Especially not when you're playing in a senior league. Cooper. Wow.
Bang.
Another one of the young guns.
For those wondering, Keane looks okay. She's got a smile on her face. She's standing, but I think she's definitely tweaked her ankle. Hopefully it's just that.
3 rims out there from Carlin.
Great pass.
Thorley. Bang.
Everyone wants a piece.
Gee, this is what I mean. All your bench players come on and just shoot the lights out as well. There's no stopping. You can't get a breath.
Shooting 48% from beyond the arc. 13 of 27 tonight.
Good drive from Smith. Just blocked from Simmons.
She's been great today.
Yeah, she's been...
Just forget her stat sheet. Her 1%ers.
Yeah, she doesn't play a whole lot of minutes, but she comes on and she does some damage. Just causes chaos. That's all you need to do. Bit of pressure on the defensive end. Foul on Thorley. It's going to stay down this end. And it's going to be 2 shots because they're in the bonus.
Looks like the call was that she pushed someone under the ball.
No idea. Can't say I was looking down there.
Yeah,
but
I wasn't looking either, but...
Hey, this is good. This is good for Warrnambool. In the bonus, get some easy points.
Has Sophie Smith gone off?
She has. She went off for a little bit, but she clearly plays just bulk minutes.
Smith, Carwin and McLaren have almost played the entirety of the game.
Yeah, Smith averages 26 minutes a game. She's only started 3 games before this weekend.
Really?
And she's right now, clearly, I don't know if they've got anyone out that usually starts over her, but yeah, she's... Lara Clark as well, plays 33 minutes a game.
Nurse just draws contact, go to the line for 2. Gee, she's good. McKinnon would love to hang on to her in the years to come. But I think you're right. She clearly is incredibly talented, so I think we're going to see her move to the next level.
She'll be playing at a higher comp than this, I think, in the future.
And with how college basketball has advanced in the last couple of years, with the rules about endorsement rules and there's opportunity for financial gain in college basketball now. So I think she'd be silly not to take that opportunity.
I mean, but some people want to stay at home.
Oh,
whether she stays here or she goes, look, not that I know a whole lot about people her age coming up into the senior leagues, but just watching her, you'd think she'd be getting it on at least a development spot on a WNBL roster in the next few years.
Yeah, no, definitely. And if she's still playing under 18s, and this is how she's competing at BigV Champ Women's.
She's got plenty of time.
But a very promising young star for Australian basketball, Victorian basketball specifically.
Warrnambool at the line again. Their free throws as well. What are they shooting tonight?
9 of 16.
Yeah, they're ranked 9th in free throw percentage. 62.6% from the free throw line this year. Those are points that you just need to take those.
Yeah.
Take the advantage there and knock down your free throws when you get the chance.
It's in the name. It's free. You've got to capitalise.
Yeah. Here we go. Bit of fast break basketball. Smith just rims out. Good rebounds.
Price unaware that she was all by herself there.
Grace Taylor looks like she's come down on her ankle. Ankle, knee, not sure. Hopefully just a little niggle. 20 seconds left in the third quarter. It is a 52-point lead to McKinnon. Shoot that. Just wide.
7 to play.
Good pressure up the court. Warrnambool, 4.5 seconds. They've got 4.5 seconds to do something.
Into Stone.
3, jacket.
He's going to have to. Oh no, I like the inside pass.
And couldn't get it up. Okay, 52-point lead for McKinnon, 92-40. It's, look.
It seemed like a more respectable quarter there from Warrnambool.
The lead's larger, but it seemed like they actually were more... What's the word I'm looking for?
Coherent as a unit?
No, definitely not the word I was looking for. Definitely not the word. Competitive. They were more competitive that quarter. I think they were more competitive that quarter, even though it might not have shown on the scoreboard.
Yeah, look, they sorted out their defense somewhat as well.
Yeah.
That's been their issue tonight.
I mean, 92 points in 3 quarters isn't great, but they didn't get torched from the 3-point line as much that quarter. And offensively, yeah, they've only got 40 points, but they only average 54 points a game.
Yeah.
So offensively, I don't think they're that far off from what
they're on track for their usual.
I think not what they're capable of exactly.
54 is not good enough.
I think, and it's a turnover as well. They've got 22.
And McKinnon only did 6 turnovers.
Yeah, it's hard. It is hard, but again, this last quarter, look, I assume you're going to have your bench players come on for Warrnambool, like Smith, McLaren, Stone. They've all played bulk minutes.
Yep.
And Grace Taylor looks like she actually is in a bit of discomfort on the bench, so she's done. But I mean, they're all getting minutes. They've all come on the court. They've all played. So
I'm with you though. They've got. I think you get this. You just got to bring in the young girls. Give them a run.
Yeah.
Let them play at the level that they're expected to play at.
Yeah.
Because the reality is, in a tight game, they're not going to touch the court.
Yeah.
So you need to play them at opportunities like this so they get exposure and they can be better equipped for when they do have their opportunity.
Yeah. I mean, you don't know what's going to happen throughout the season as well. You have a couple injuries, then you look to those girls to play 30 minutes a game, and they need to do it. So
and if they haven't actually had a run around,
it's a big step. It's a big jump.
And I think that's something that Nathan Gear's done very well. He gets everyone involved.
Yeah.
Everyone touches the court.
Everyone plays. Ooh. Gear tried to throw an absolute bullet in there. Right. Well, it looks like both teams have got just about their starting lineups on the start last quarter, so it's what we want to see.
Suckling's back on. Didn't get a chance to score in that third quarter, but she sat for most of it.
No. She can still have a 30 bomb. Look, to be honest, the way she plays, she could still have a 40 bomb.
Yeah, she still could. Look at that first half. Like, she is torching.
Even just her jump shot, so pure.
Do it.
On cue. Just short. Gets her own rebound though. So you look, that's a little thing that you can't let happen.
Coach killer.
Yeah.
Would have copped an absolute spray back in the day if you let that happen.
Yeah, you would have.
Got to box him out, mate.
You never boxed out.
No, probably not.
You're already down at the other end.
That's right, mate.
Lytle, good defense. Oh, just good finish though.
Not good enough.
Stone played great defense there. Got a hand, bodied her back as well. Certainly not the spot where Lytle wanted to get to, but she still just finished it. That mid-range game from Lytle is insane.
Yeah.
So good. Smith, see if she can get a bucket this last quarter. She deserves it.
Stone just lifted her.
Another travel. There's been a lot of travels today as well from Warrnambool. That's just little things. That's just fundamental mistakes.
Yeah. Yeah, just turnovers that you can't afford to have.
Like, the way that they play, having a few turnovers, trying to do those little 1-2s, those good passing cuts.
Oh, you live with those.
You live with them, but you can't be having... I reckon that's almost 5 turnovers they've had from travels.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that kill you. And Gear's just in the right spot. Going to be a foul call.
Great pass by Beth there.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
You always got to claim it, mate. You always have to claim it.
She's laughing about it, so...
Air ball to your teammate is always a pass. Never forget.
She is laughing. But that was very short.
Count it.
Well, she made up for it. She made up for it, but gee, that was probably... I'm sure she's had a lot of air balls in her time, but that one was...
Oh, haven't we all?
I actually... After you said that, I actually forgot that it was a shot.
Mate, I'm telling you, it wasn't a shot, it was a pass. She passed it.
I'm pretty sure that was a shot.
Nah.
Benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, that's
exactly right. We'll give her the benefit of the doubt. It was a pass. And she got her 3 points anyway, so there you go.
Same result. Way to capitalise. Different look here for Warrnambool. I like it. They're running the offense now through Lara Clark rather than Sophie Smith, and she'll get an opportunity inside.
Well, Clark's their leading points per game and assists per game. She averages 12 and 3. So she usually, clearly she must be one of their main offensive threats each week, and Lytle just got the soft touch around the rim there.
1 point off the 100, off the ton.
Yeah, McKinnon. Well, I'd be surprised in 8 minutes. Oh, great pass. Wow.
That was a
bullet in there. That's what you got to do. Pass and cut.
See on the stone.
That's what they've been trying to do all day.
Joker-esque pass there.
Bit of Jokic type, you reckon?
No hesitation. Accurate pass
It was pretty good.
to the cutting Carlin.
Oh, that's a travel.
That's a travel. I like it. It looks good, but it is a travel.
That one was... If they didn't call that, I would have been surprised.
Yeah,
that was definitely a travel.
She loves her step back, but she went a tad early.
Yeah. Yeah.
Back in the hands of Smith. I'd love to see her get a point for her efforts today.
Yeah, she's
That's
been,
a great
she's
pass.
been solid. There we go.
Meg Carlin,
Nice work.
quick 4 points for her. Great pass ahead. Do it, Suckling.
Just shoot it. Yep. Yep.
Bang.
Oh, you even had a clap there. You
Carlin,
clapped.
mate, I'm telling you, I said, as a spectator, I want to see Emily Suckling score 40.
7 minutes. I can't imagine she's going to be playing the last 7 minutes, so you're probably stretching 40.
I am. She has played fantastic today, though.
Meg Cooper going to check in. Lee Birch takes her breather. She may come back on it again for some junk time minutes.
102 to 44. McKinnon up on Warrnambool.
Passes in.
Good hand there by Suckling.
Look, I like that Warrnambool, all these passes, they're piffing it round. Like, they're swinging it hard.
Yeah.
It's just that McKinnon are just quick enough defensively to... Sorry, what? He just put his hand up for a violation and then decided to call a charge. Interesting.
Yeah, I'm sure what's happened there.
Right, anyway, that's fine. Don't think it's going to impact the game at all.
Bit of off-ball
And,
tension now.
Yeah, it's going to be 2 shots as well. Is that her 5th for Stone?
No, only her second, but she's going to be sat.
Yeah, she didn't look happy. Madeline Clark, back on. Play some minutes. Didn't look like many people realised it was 2 shots. Well, this could be a long 7 minutes.
It could be.
If McKinnon are in the bonus, I think Warrnambool just need to
hand
play
out.
safe. Play safe. Don't
Damage
no
control.
silly fouls.
Damage
No
control.
silly fouls. There you go. You're in the half court. Get through something.
Yeah.
Come on, Smith. Get a bucket.
It's a good pass there to Clark, and she
No,
makes good.
take that one.
She makes good.
Would like to see. Smith has worked very hard. And Lytle's starting to cook now a little bit. So even that, she's up to 19. Didn't even realise.
Yeah, she just is. She's the epitome of a pure scorer.
Yeah. No matter what happens, she seems to always get some buckets.
Yeah, and from anywhere.
Yeah. She
She is not one-dimensional by any means. She
Yeah.
can get into her bag and bring out just about anything. And you just got to put a hand up there. You have to put a hand up there. That was the weakest closeout I've ever seen. I'm sorry.
Time out for Warrnambool.
Just banged a tree.
Yeah, look, when you
she
hit...
just hit on the exact same spot and you don't close out.
Yeah, you do. You do got to close it. It's all learning. It is all learning for Warrnambool. It really is. But, yeah, this is... I mean, again, they're going to hit their points per game average.
Yeah.
Which is... I think that just shows where they're at.
Yeah.
And I think it just shows where McKinnon are at and how vastly different they are this year. I mean, you look at the results for Warrnambool this year, they've all been blowouts.
Yeah.
They've had a couple realistically close ones, but a lot of them are...
Yesterday was what was that, 57-81 in their game against Hume. So, you know, that's respectable.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough when you're a team travelling like that. Like, it was 17 points last night, and they scored 54 points. Right on their average.
Yeah.
So
I think maybe that's something that maybe they need to work towards. It's actually getting past their average.
Yeah.
It's trying to become a 60-point team.
Yeah, slowly build it up. Because really, if you slowly build up this year, I think with their young talent, obviously you don't want to drop down to Div 1, and hopefully for their sake they don't.
Yeah.
But if they slowly get better in all those areas this year, next year they're going to get better every year
Yeah,
with this lineup.
of course.
And then maybe if you can get an import in next year, you get some other Victorian talent even. Get them down there to Warrnambool for the year.
Yeah, the future's bright. But now it's about finding that competitive drive to want to get to the next level.
Yeah. Lytle, good rebound. Just comes straight back out. She wants to shoot it. Cooper. Whoa.
She did great.
Another triple.
Yeah.
All three of her three triples that she's hit have been pure. Nothing but net. And it looks good. A nice jump shot. Lucy McLaren on. And so
Great
Isabel
pass.
Divil, are we going to say?
And guess who it is?
Oh, she's missed it. Oh, she's going to hate that. Divil? Isabel Divil?
Her first minutes of the game.
Yeah. Is that how they pronounce it? Divil? Divil? Apologies. 3 seconds. Wow.
Oh, and she made the shot as well.
You don't see the 3 seconds called very often, do you?
No. Can't help but feel for Isabel Divil there. She made the jump shot, but unfortunately...
Her per 48 minutes would have been massive
if
she did that. Yeah, they've dropped back into a bit of a 3-2 zone, I'm going to say it is. Lytle, see, good hand there.
Noosa's finds herself wide open.
And she drains it. Wow. She's got 22 now as well.
This McKinnon has really just proven how good they can be on offense.
Yeah.
This looks like a different team to what we've seen in some of the previous games.
Yeah. Obviously the matchup's different, but it's going to be an interesting season. Because obviously for McKinnon, 4-4 right now, going to be 5-4.
Yeah.
They're in an odd spot on the ladder because they're not actually...
Right now they're not playing finals.
No, they're out of finals right now. There's still,
plenty of games left.
A lot of games left. But that's what I mean. I guess they've started the season at a 50% win rate.
Yeah.
They've gotten better already. If they keep improving, they peak at finals time and they do some damage because they compete. They're going to compete in every game this year.
Yeah.
They shouldn't get blown out by anyone. It should all be close games.
No doubt.
If not just wins.
And Keen's checked back in here for McKinnon, so it seems that her ankle is A-OK.
Might have been
good
just
news.
A little scare after an injury at the start of the year.
Yeah. Being cautious, and that's the right thing to do.
Yeah. We don't like injuries.
Romy Price finds herself at the line. Makes good on the first.
Chunk.
Her third point for the night.
She can shoot.
She can shoot.
For a big, she can shoot. Jinxed it.
Good on you, mate.
Well, you said it too.
I was just quoting you.
Yeah, fair. Apologies. Yeah. Looks like McKinnon dropped into... Nope, they're just playing a bit of a off-ball type thing. Oh, jacking it.
Clark.
Don't mind that. How many threes did they put up? They've only put up 7 threes for the game.
Yeah, and that's something else they're going to have to change if they want to compete at this level.
Yeah, you got to get that free ball into your bag.
It's the reality of the game now.
Boom.
Look at McKinnon. That's their 19th three of the game.
Yeah, that's massive.
It blows you out of the water. The best teams in any league shoot the most threes most of the time.
Yeah. Well, McKinnon's second in three-point percentage this year, and that's not because they're not shooting many. They shoot bulk triples. And everyone can seem to shoot on their squad. It's insane.
Yeah.
Madeline Clark, got to put it up. It's going to be a shot clock.
Go back to 1.
No. All right, they're going to reset.
They're going to give her 1. They're going to give her 1. Bit of a lob, perhaps.
Yeah. Backdoor pick.
We'll love to see it.
No, they got time for a jump shot. Maybe not there, though. What can you do with 1 second left?
Not much.
Unless you got to...
That is a throw it to the ring and someone tips it.
Or defense is absolutely sleeping and someone's just wide open somewhere for a catch and shoot.
And recall the bowl.
Yeah, it was shot clock.
Shot clock.
It hadn't reset. All right. So you look on the floor now for Warrnambool. Obviously, Carlin and Lara Clark are still on, but they're a young, small team.
Yeah.
Madeline Clark's on. Isabel Divil's on. Lucy McLaren's on.
Yep.
All young players, all guards as well.
Yeah, this is what you need to do in games like this. You develop these girls.
Yeah. For them, this is big for them to play these kind of minutes. Meg Cooper, good take, can't finish though. Go to line for 2. Yeah, you got to give them minutes, especially like I know it's more of a probably junior basketball thing when you have these long away games. Everyone's got to get a go.
Yeah,
but same here. Like it's 74 points.
Yeah,
just get the young players minutes.
Yeah, as you said before,
develop them.
Yeah.
You're going to be better in the future for it.
Because inevitably, at some point, you're going to have to rely on them, whether it's an injury or you lose a couple of girls who move to another club.
Yeah,
you're going to rely on them at some point. So if you don't give them an opportunity, especially in games like this where it was over at half time, I mean, they're going to deer in the headlights when it comes to their opportunity.
I mean, I guess
and I like that shot.
Quick trigger. Didn't second guess herself. I think the good thing about Warrnambool is they're one of the only teams down that side of the state that play BigV. So if you want to stay local, you don't have many other options to play.
Yeah.
So they should keep their local talent unless they are at a point where they want to play at a higher level. Yeah. Which is hard.
And we know that there is some serious talent out in country Victoria.
Yeah.
They produce some of the best. I mean, look at the Daniels brothers.
Yeah.
They're all Bendigo boys.
Yeah.
I mean, there's been some serious firepower to go through. Country Vic, yeah. So no doubt that Warrnambool has some serious talent up and coming.
Yeah.
Great pass ahead there by Price.
Yeah,
Cooper just can't control.
It doesn't look good at the moment, but it's exciting for their future.
Yeah, of course it is.
Absolutely exciting for their future.
Every club goes through this where you're at a time where, you're developing a lot of younger players and...
Yeah. And then obviously for McKinnon, it's just exciting that you've got a squad that really can contend for a chip.
Yeah, 100%. And, they've just got to sort out some small things when it comes to playing the better sides.
Yeah.
Because we absolutely know what they're capable of. And they've proved that scoring 122 points, regardless of who you're playing, is an exceptional feat.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you even look like McKinnon's Youth League women team last year. Won in Div 1, they won the championship. They're in Vic Champ now.
Yeah.
And a lot of those girls play. You see, I think Keane, Thorley and Noosis and Meg Cooper, I think all 4 of them played beforehand in the Youth League game.
Yeah.
Like they're such a young squad as well.
Good 1-2 action there. Here comes Carlin, the other way for Warrnambool.
She's been good.
She has been good. She's worked
13
hard.
and 10. She's got a double-double. Like, it's not easy to have a double-double.
No, not at all.
36 seconds left.
102 to 48. McKinnon getting a big win.
122.
What did I say?
102.
102, apologies. 122 to 48 here. McKinnon getting a huge win in their pink round.
Yep.
In support of Breast Cancer Network Australia. A great foundation working hard to help all those women affected.
I mean, I love the setup they've got. They've got the bake sale over there. They've got the silent auction. Like, it's a big event for them.
Oh, the Guernseys are fantastic.
And gee whiz, aren't they ever? I reckon this should just be a staple that they should wear this whenever they want. It's impressive. They've got enough people behind the scenes that organise all this stuff, and that's why they're such a powerhouse club in the BigV. Poked out by Keane, 2.7 left. Let's see if Warrnambool can get a shot off here. Get over the 50-point mark. Foul. Oh, we're going to go baseline again. They are not in the bonus. They're going to go sideline. Right, well, way to drag it on. Typical basketball. 2 seconds turns into 2 minutes.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Statement win for McKinnon.
Yeah. Jacket. Shoot it. 122-48. McKinnon win comfortably. 74 points.
Very comfortably.
I think, look, doesn't seem like it right now, but Warrnambool have got a future with all their young talent. Because some of these players they've got playing now are young. Like they are a young team. So, as you said, stick with them, stick around. A few years, they'll be right up there again.
Yeah, the future's bright.
Yeah.
Stick it tough, compete, work on your game, take some risks, and before you know it, you'll be a well-oiled machine who has chemistry that's nowhere near some of these other clubs.
Yeah, absolutely. And McKinnon, I guess, as you said, statement win. They're in it for the long run this year. They're trying to win it all.
Of course. Well, stay tuned. 20 minutes, we have the RMOT Redbacks facing the McKinnon Cougars in the men's league. So if you want to watch two of the best sides in the comp face off, tune back in.
See you soon.
Thank you very much.